So with this problem, I want to make the least square regression line on that graph, which is the only thing that we have not done. Back to algebra. You have an equation in front of you. You have to graph it. Where do you start? Why is that an issue? That is not on our paper. Y equals 0, our y-intercept is when x equals 0. So x equals 0 would be somewhere like down here, and that's not on our paper. So don't go really far away just to do this. So how else can I draw this line? Do what? So start at x equals something else. So we're just going to pick any two and plug it in to be able to make our line. So I can pick any number. I obviously want to pick a number that's somewhere where we're dealing with. Actually, I'm going to use this because these are at least the same numbers as yours. What's a good, if I need to pick two of them, what kind of x's do I probably want to pick if I have two of them?
One at the beginning, one at the end.
One at the beginning, one at the end. I don't want to pick both of them like 420 and 450. Like I want endpoints to make a line. So what would be, and there's not a specific one you have to pick. What's the number I can pick to do this?
300, 600.
Let's go with 300 and 600. How do I figure out where my dot for 300 would be?
Put it in the equation and figure it out.
Put it in the equation. So our equation is y hat equals what? So I'm going to plug in two values. So a low value that's somewhere in what I'm dealing with. We picked 300. So plug that in.
You want us to give you the actual answer?
Yeah.
18.8315 is what.
18 point what?
8315.
And then I'm going to plug in a high value. You said we're going to use 600. And we're going to get to this. If I said predict what you think a team with 300 yards per game, about how many points they would have, this is your prediction. So same thing, but I'm plugging in a number on the right side that's on my graph. So I chose 600, and we get a y hat value of
48.7715.
48.7715.
Yep.
All right, so I am going to put those on this graph. Now, this is the one thing that is kind of drives me crazy. If these are your dots, and at 600, do I want to do that? Don't make it look like it's another data point. So if you are a color person, I either use a different color or make sure that you just kind of do a little tick mark like that. So using the numbers y'all have, at 600, we said it was 40 what?
8.7715.
Now, it's a little off mine, but is that really, can I tell about where that is?
Yeah.
It's just about right here. On my low end at 300, it was at what?
18.83.
Which is about right here. Now, the thing about this is you have to use a straight edge. Don't try to freehand it because you need to see which points are above the line and below the line. So grab your other piece of paper that's in front of you and use that as your straight edge. And I don't have to stop here. I can make my line go through those points and keep going. So I use a straight edge to do that. And you shouldn't have any issue drawing your line without having a y-intercept. Now, sometimes 0 will be in there. You can use that and that's fine, but you still need another point. And it's a whole lot easier doing this than sitting here trying to graph your slope. The only other point that I want to make that I want to reiterate for my second period to make sure they understand so I'll see them is, what's my word does that mean? Word? I did make a huge point in second period. What is this called? And you can look at your paper if you want.
Coefficient of determination. With R, it says correlation coefficient.
That's fine. Correlation, coefficient, same thing. And then what does that mean?
E squares regression line. Do you want us writing that?
No, I just